Today we're working on a really cool feature that you can create in Canva that allows you to have a URL QR code go straight to your text message. Instead of taking the QR code to a website link, let's work on taking those messages direct to your phone. And if you check out my AI automation through the iPhone shortcuts video, I show you how to take the received message and turn that into a replied message with a link that then takes them to the website. So first things first, we need to create a flyer or a sticker or something that you can put this QR code on. In your KW Canva account that you access from canva.kw.com, you're going to come up here to templates. And once in templates, you're going to type the word QR code and hit enter. And this is going to give you a lot of different examples that you can create QR codes on. There's a whole library for stickers and flyers. You also have some documents down here. I don't recommend utilizing QR codes on Instagram because the users are going to be using their phone and you can't take a picture with your phone. There are some different videos that I've got on how you can embed a link on top of these QR codes. So if you wanted to utilize the 3:4 sizing or the 4:5 sizing, then Instagram would be appropriate. Check out my videos on Instagram for those. But you have lots of different options here. I have already created a template that I'm going to utilize for this video. So I'm going to go back to my home page and we're going to open up this template. Okay, so this image that I've created is just regular flyer page. It's 8.5 by 11, and this is just a typical flyer. And I've already created the base. I kind of put a background on it, added some overlays, some little stars, and included the logo as well as the disclaimer. And what I want to do is have the QR code be right here in the center. And so that way, when I print this out, I can stick it into an acrylic that can sit on the counter while at the property. And you can also create these QR codes and put them on flyers. You can put them on a flyer page and laminate it and stick it to your yard signs. This is a great way to avoid having to pay for vertical writers or even just a horizontal writer that can sit on your sign with a QR code that is only specific to that property. Okay, these are now made with pages and it's a really easy way. Another thing that you can use these QR codes for that I really like is going to be for open houses. Think of all the products you can stick a QR code on that will land them straight back into your cell phone of I'm interested on more information. They scan the QR code, it texts you directly. Now you instantly know they're wanting information rather than landing them to a website. So from here, we're going to go into our Canva account and we're going to come on down in the left toolbar into apps. Now, once you're in apps, the left toolbar is going to kick out and it's going to give you an option to search. I want you to type QR code and hit enter. From here, you're going to select the first QR code and it's going to give you this option here. Now, the URL that we are specifically going to be placing here is going to be specific to your phone number and your property address that you're wanting this to jump to. So I'm going to go ahead and type in this message here. The first part is the important part. It's SMS : your cell phone number, a question mark, body equals, and then whatever you want their message to be to text you, to prompt you or prompt your automations if you're using iPhone shortcuts to send the response. And so in this case, I just put, hello, I would love the link to the property at 911 Ryan Drive. Okay, now it's very important you add the quotes before and after the property address that you're doing this QR code for. The reason for that is because if you're using iPhone shortcuts, if you don't have the quotations, every time you have a text message that has 911 Ryan or 911 Ryan Drive written in the message, it will automate the shortcut, and we do not want to do that. So we're going to make sure these quotes are added before and after. Now, if you have a little period being added, it needs to be after the quotation because this entire message right here, if you're using iPhone shortcuts, is going to trigger the shortcut automation. All right, now, next up, you can customize your QR code by changing the background or the foreground. Now, the foreground is like what the actual pixel color is. And so if you have specific colors for your brand, you can just select the circle, change it in here, or you can move the slide bars around and change your colors. I'm going to leave it black because I actually have the red in the graphic itself. Now the margins are going to be the outside edge of the square for the QR code. I like to leave it at 2, but you can just adjust as needed. Okay, so from here, I'm going to generate the code, and it's going to drop the QR code right here in the center of my page. Now, if I wanted to adjust those margins, I could, and I could click Update. So see, as I increase, I get more white space. And if I decrease, I get less white space. And if I want to change the color of the pixels, I could. So I could change the colors if I wanted to. But I'm going to leave it in a true black. All right, now I'm going to click the arrow here. It's going to kick my toolbar out of the way, so I've got more space, and I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see a little bit better here. Canva gives you some really great tools to let you know where you're centered. You also can use your position button. The position button will allow you, when your image is off center, to click the center button to align vertically and click the middle button to align horizontally. This places you perfectly centered to the page. And if you wanted it to the top, you could do that as well. Okay, so this is to the entire page. You also have the option to raise and lower your image left and right. And as you see, there's these pink lines appearing as I do this. Now, if I have a vertical and a horizontal solid pink line, this means I'm perfectly centered to the page. But notice, this QR code doesn't need to be centered exactly to the page. It actually needs to be centered to this red image. So I'm going to scooch it up just a little bit to kind of put it where I want it. But I do want to leave it centered to the page. Vertically, let's move it here. Okay, now if you wanted to stretch this, make it a little bit bigger, you could. There we go. All right, now once you're done with this image, all you have to do is download it, and we're going to click the share button to do that. We're going to select download, and if you have the upgraded version of Canva where you've uploaded the new version, it's going to have different buttons. So your buttons may slightly look a little bit different if you have not received the newest upgrade. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to PDF, and I want to print this, and I'm going to click download. This is going to jump to my downloads. And now I can print this out. I can laminate it. I can put it in acrylic. And if you were doing stickers, you can print them out on stickers, whatever you would like to do. The cool thing about this is now this QR code, when scanned with your phone, is going to open up a text message. Go ahead and try it. When you scan this, it's going to open up your text message, and it's going to have the message, hello, I would love the link to the property at Ryan Drive. And if they hit send, it will send a text message to the phone number in the QR code. If you're watching this, don't scan and send. It will blow up my phone. But I want you to try this with yours. Do it with your phone number. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. I'm here to help you out. And make sure you check out my iPhone shortcuts on what happens next when that message gets sent.